It is a beautiful night for football here in the Midwest as we are at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for KC. 46 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one?
And it's a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Inside give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Allen. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
This is where you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they're going to let their two receivers to his outside, run simple little short routes, hoping to suck up the secondary. And that'll free up space for their tight end on a corner route to make a big play.
Now Allen. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there led us us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Allen now on the sneak. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And able to get this out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mahomes going to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think. Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Barkley, inside handoff. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Araiza to punt.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing now is Allen. Drops it to Jones in the flag. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, As we just saw there, that's a big day.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now Allen. Going to be taken in here by McCool. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
That is caught. And he works free. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
Chiefs, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got some room to operate. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away.
Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Pat Surtain up to make the play.
At the 24-yard line.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll go again to Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They're going to try to jet sweep on 3rd and long. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 2-yard
line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with the touchdown run.
A try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Vikings 24, Chiefs 7. Will Reichard to kick
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. KC's offense ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Mahomes to throw once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now it's Mahomes again. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Kelsey out in the slot right. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
So it's a win for the Vikings. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he's instrumental in earning this victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.
Just about set for football now. It's U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
The Chiefs take over first and 10. At their own 42-yard line.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up at the line to begin this ballgame.
He was taken down.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
To CB
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Kansas City Chiefs.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
Pass is caught by Gray, right side. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 6. Here's Barkley. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
A gain of 6.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
Mahomes pass complete to Xavier Worthy. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Barkley. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Xavier McKinney up there to make the stop.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you can see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing now, Mahomes. And he'll take it on in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Chandler now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's Hockenson in motion. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And he goes through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Allen. On a short one, taken by Hockenson. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with support.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
At the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3
yards. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now it's Nakua getting the jet sweep. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
24-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. Now he'll run. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
When you're game planning during the week for a mobile quarterback like this, on every down, you have to have somebody to account for him. You can see why here. He's able to escape the pocket, turn into a runner, and he can take every play and make it a big play.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Third down, it's Allen. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
First down.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Allen gonna throw. Here comes the screen to Jones. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
Brings up second and goal at the Chiefs' 1-yard line.
From the 1, second and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He gets it to go, and the Vikings come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. Whoa. He'll be forced out of bounds for a very solid return. The Chiefs offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. A first down throw for Mahomes. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Mahomes now on second down. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
It's a gain of 20. And a first down, Chiefs.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Passing right side, and Chase has it. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
There's a reason certain guys might just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Complete to Jamar Chase. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
So we're at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. Going to keep it on his own read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
You know, Mike, it's funny when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Allen now on second down. And he'll he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the gun, here is Allen. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Minnesota.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. This one brought in by Hawkinson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Allen going to make the read and hold on here. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Taken down.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
It is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Over the middle, he's got McClaurin. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, throw here for Allen. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to Terry McLaurin. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. From the gun, Josh Allen. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
The defense decides to come with a blitz here on 3rd down, and it's a little feast or famine. You're counting on getting home and getting to the quarterback. But give credit to the offensive line. Not only do they protect, they buy enough time for the quarterback to escape the pocket, turns himself into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
They'll go play action here with Allen. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. That's quickly out to Jefferson. And he will get into the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Quickly into the hands of Chase. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. They get 10 yards on the hook up there, and the Chiefs have a first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They hook up again, second time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drive routes can be very, very effective.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that, be a bit of a letdown.
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb.
It leads to second
and it'll bring up second down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, sets up third down.
3rd and 8.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one. And down he goes.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown.
His kick is good.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Chandler now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll run it in Jones to begin this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll step up and run this. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Gun, here's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So, fourth down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about ready to take over once more. Here is 1st and 10. They put Kelce in motion. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
They'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That's 11 yards again. 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
And now you have no choice but to just roll. You've got to be an up-tempo, fast, urgent 2-minute drill. Field goal does you no good. This ball needs to get put in the end zone by any means necessary.
First down throw, Mahomes. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
They'll come up now for second down. They put Kelce in motion. Mahomes now to throw again. Open man right side is Kelce. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
36-yard line.
pressure time. No timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Right back to Kelce again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's good.
These two got it going on. 19 on that connection. And another first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They put Kelce in motion. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So a win here for the Vikings. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.